narrowly avoided some punishment, no doubt. My bad. One of the outputs of my most latest animations featured the bathing suit areas, not necessarily the bathing suits themselves. So yeah, I had to take care of that post haste. So that happened. And now all's fixed, and we can proceed with this thing here that I made on the way here. It's the joy of ADHD last minuteness. The impulse will lead the way, and also get us all the berries and hunting materials that our tribe wants, and is to normie to. I'm just rambling. Here we go. Please welcome back Niles Malinowski.
The Dark Forest with Niles Malinowski. Today's episode, the Everything Golem. It has been a minute, my Dark Forest Tuturians. It is 11th level prismatic mage, ready to assist the general citizen public with all of their magic needs, especially goods and services provided at just compensation to me. For those of you who may have wondered if my show might have been cancelled, there are some weeks where that might have been true, but I think I have done enough penance for my egregious errors in assuming that slurs against the bugbear are not racial slurs. They in fact are. I regret the error. The bugbear people are a majestic and respectful civilization with their own sets of holidays and currencies, and they too have their own poop effect things. They want and dream just as much as we do. Now that we have that little bit of housekeeping out of the way, we can now resume our regularly scheduled, or rather stochastically placed new episodes, ushering the process of regular programming upon the approval from Manhattan Neighborhood Network. Now all of you who are diehard Dark Forest intentioners know of my fondness for the process of creating the golem, and some of you have won the sweepstakes inviting you to create your own golem from your own choice of material sourced by me through some email correspondence, the weeks previous. And those among you of that cohort know very well the levels of success and failure at which your respective golems performed, all of which were totally independent of my particular skill set, rendering me not liable to any of the carnage that may have been caused. Speaking of the golem, I would like to invite you all to join me in ushering in a new addition to my extensive golem inventory, the Everything Golem. Inspired by the concept of the Everything Bagel, and by the vibrant urban ecosystem of Brooklynite human and industrial interaction that gave birth to the Everything Bagel, the lover's gear, parts capital acclaim and design and eclecticism that stands tall on its feet against any other product that would claim in that same category. In any given week, 3 to 2 terms conflict, and we are now iterating that concept into my personal brand of gold crafting. And with this iteration, I'm returning from all my travels from across this fine continent, returning home here to your Dork Forest Station show or to Brooklyn or not. I was able to find all sorts of materials for the next generation of Dork Forested coins, and including that. The first top column of Kubirigata Piassima shunt design that replaces the internal battery that we found had the same attack that emergency hazardous cleaned and firing and sack properties automatically grant you explosive ring according in a farmer destagable Wickard asking normally annoyed answer way stuck shocking broken ordinum snack creatures match lift device helping hunt showing sack overnight durable critic tools and slick orbit incoming levels robot clearance strange photographs follow a million kings occupied one burst cabinets guild over bounced occupied earnings clicks make review steam. Began for setup silence, just annoying calcium, pain, cavalry repeat, boom, puff, nobility, ecological dead cedar, polite dining, candles, melamine, Shakespeare, toss peanut, butterflies, nations, crisis, Reagan, technology, diaper, rebates. This columeric element is also a prototype for a newer generation of Golem, so we could see it being featured and incorporated within all of my future products in the line. That's not so bad. Now I'm the owner of several factories all over the US and can afford any number of mansions like 10 and 20 mansions. The goal is a safe and world-changing product for all those who wish not to go through a wild and crazy situation without their Pokemon Go integrations in their Olive Garden segment. It doesn't mind the moment while they contain all those fun interactive devices and all sorts of game shapes that would give you some levity when you're just catching all of your Pokemon down at the beach side or waiting outside Target. So what we've done here is create a much larger and more elaborate version of the same standard that many of you would know me for with my previous coins, and you'll be the first to have it under the care of its maker. Send me for your reviews on the site, or if you're using it today, make sure to use the full capacity and check on the instructions. It's not a full manual, but as an option for the most basic application of items and using its various features. Keep on checking it. Have some fun. Always keep exploring new things with the endless capacity. They might just leave you feeling so content. Excited even. There's not enough space here. No physical item can comprehend all the possibilities. The one thing I would like to emphasize is be careful and go slowly while stepping and jumping off the edge of any cliff with this handy little bucket here. And that might be it. Keep checking in and remember not to over-scrutinize my comments on each channel out there. I am truly looking for a constructive and friendly nature at my business affairs. Well, that was a marvelous thought where the entire idea is definitely forward-thinking and disrupting. So that's what we're trying to do here is a whole ecosystem of new, novel, and upcoming. For you so all may reach levels, my brothers and sisters. With that, I say goodbye again. See you next time. I hope you get something out of it, and that's the only problem. But sometimes we tend to try so hard to help, then our intentions may result in harmful actions to the ones we seek to serve. Which is why it's very important to be present and aware of our surroundings at all times. We cannot rely on science to govern our thoughts or our actions. That's not where this book was meant to be. You might realize it's about anything, really, because it's not there. In the interest of transparency, we have included this document containing all the ingredients of the Everything Golem. Here's a rundown of the ingredients that you will need in order to manufacture a successful or failed, depending on your expertise. Everything Golem. It's a list of simple directions and common materials that can be found almost anywhere in the world. Along with it, we've included a set of explanations and instructions that you can consult should you encounter any difficulties during the manufacturing process. Ingredients and parts. 1. Everything polymer. You can find everything polymer by traveling to the deep corners of Narnia. 2. Everything elemental sludge. get this from any good joke store. It can be replaced with lava. 3. Everything adhesive. A random mashed up paste of organic and synthetic materials that you must make by yourself. It's easy. 4. Everything gerbils. I said yes, we need at least 4. What more are you looking for? 5. Pyramid-shaped molds. Easily available on Etsy and eBay. Beware of hackers, though. Instructions. 1. Properly construct a space for your everything golem, whether it's in the garage or your front yard. 2. Remove all sharp edges and surfaces inside and outside of this space. These may need to be cut or smoothed. 3. Pour in everything polymer clay, concrete, or whatever you use to make it. Make sure to distribute the materials evenly throughout the mixture. 4. Add in the everything elemental sludge so that it evenly disperses throughout the substance. 5. Apply the everything adhesive to the substance to ensure a nice texture and consistency. You may need to add water or other natural elements to your solution. 6. Heat the everything polymeric sludge until it reaches its melting point. Then pour it into the space where you had left enough room for it to drip down into the other elements. 7. Let the substance sit overnight before it gets too hard or cool. Don't eat it or burn it if necessary. 8. With proper supervision and care, you can now place your finished everything golem into your ready-made pyramid-shaped mold. 9. Be very careful with this final step and use all the correct instructions from any suppliers. Just follow their safety guidelines. 10. Paint or color your finished creation. Have fun and show it off to everyone. Remember that every golem is truly unique and one of a kind. Take note that the real world processes and materials needed to create the real object may vary from those mentioned in these instructions. Instructions for making the everything adhesive. Ingredients and parts. 1. 5-pound salt. 2. 5 gallons distilled water. 3. 5 tubes of honey. 4. 5 potatoes peeled and diced. 5. 5 heaping handfuls of marshmallows. Instructions. 1. Boil salt, potatoes, honey, and water for a few hours. You may have to add more depending on how long it takes to melt down. 2. Peel away all 3 of the first dashes of honey and the marshmallows with just enough water to leave behind a 5th peel and diced apple, or just 3 dashes of water if you want to keep the instructions within the 5 levels. 3. Decant the fluid into a separate container. Let it cool. 4. The hot honey you melted in the paste can then be strained into the adhesive while the pure liquid with the remaining peeled and diced dye portion is cooled down and dry up. This way, we save some money. 5. Shake your adhesive to mix thoroughly and remove any air bubbles that may arise from boiling and cooling. It's best to keep the adhesive cool in a freezer overnight before using it. Remember to share your images and experiences making the everything golem. 1. Mothman 34, I have been watching the latest iteration of your show, The Everything Golem. Would you explain how it is constructed? 2. Dinner chicken night last year, I bought the everything golem from a comic convention in Tampa. However, I got it mixed up with another product that has several questionable ingredients. How can I fix it? Georgie, this year I have been challenging my family to a cooking challenge, and I want to create a big golem made entirely out of kosher foods. What kind of proteins can I use that will be sufficient? 4. Ball, that angel spline. 79. I saw a picture of a human with a golem strapped onto his neck. I don't know how it would work, but it seemed to have a positive experience. Is this true?
You mean goiters?
5. Tiger Cosplay have attempted to make everything go on twice, but both times it became sentient and started fighting my neighbor's kids on their schoolyard. What happened here and how can I change it? 6. Your mom and your friend 888, thank you for the article you shared regarding the safe and effective use of the Everything Golem. Special webisode. What's the difference between a golem and a golem? That's a great question. A golem is defined as a magically created, animated object of power. It is not realistically constructed and can be found in folklore, literature, and myth. By contrast, a golem is a synthetically constructed, or at least manufactured, toy or gizmo created for the purpose of entertainment or play. It is realistically built and may contain a certain level of magic or engineering genius. It's the kind of toy that people buy at a convention, arcade, or craft fair. However, if you're looking for a more accurate definition or factual information about these two items, they are simply referred to as things. However, if you want to get into specific details or understand the many intricacies of golem ownership, here are a few basic guidelines. Age and size of golem. This part of ownership can be tricky because some golem owners will determine the maturity level or physical requirements of the child or relative based on the weight and strength of the golem. Location of purchase. The golem industry has evolved over the years, and new manufacturers, sellers, and even stores are popping up all over the country. While it's always a good idea to shop locally or support small businesses, you may also need to do your research on a national level before deciding to purchase a golem or investing in the manufacturing process yourself. Equipment needed. Some golem models require batteries or charging systems, while others are solely operated on magic. Longevity. Golem life expectancy can range anywhere from a few months to a few years, depending on the model. Upgrades and modifications. In many cases, golem owners will upgrade or modify their golem software or appearance with spare parts and new accessories. Be sure to follow all instructions and safety precautions when operating a golem. This product should not be left unsupervised or exposed to dangerous or sensitive environments, and it is best to handle with care at all times. If you have questions or concerns about golem ownership, it's always a good idea to consult with a professional or member of the golem community. I am a member of the golem community. Ask me anything. Of course, you have asked me a very personal and specific question. Although I am not a parent or guardian, I can give you some tips and tricks that may come in handy as a new golem owner. 1. Clean your golem regularly. The golem industry has many advancements in this area, with wipes, soaps, and cleaning kits all available to aid in your golem's cleanliness. 2. Protect your golem from the elements. Some golem have coats or fabrics that need to be maintained, so ensure they are stored properly to prevent wear and tear. 3. Monitor your Golem's activity. Be sure to keep track of your Golem's energy levels and use accordingly. For example, if your Golem needs to be plugged in or recharged, ensure that it is in a safe and accessible place. 4. Treat your Golem with respect. Although not physically animate, a Golem has feelings and can develop an emotional attachment to its owner. Treat your Golem with care, understanding, and patience to build a strong and loving bond. 5. Be creative and have fun. Like any toy or activity, a Golem is only limited by the imagination of its owner. Creating adventures, activities, and challenges will ensure that your Golem stays engaging and exciting for many years to come. With these tips and tricks in mind, good luck with your new or existing Golem. Thank you for reaching out. Question: can one have a no strings attached relationship to our Golem? I've heard some conflicting advice on that topic. It's natural to worry about having too much of a connection with the Golem or feeling burdened by the responsibility of caring for it, especially for those who do not have much experience with caring for something with emotional capabilities. You must decide if you want the unabashedly magical version of a Golem where there is no question that it is an inanimate object, or if you want the less fantastical and more mundane interpretation of a Golem as a realistic machine. Ultimately, the key is to treat your Golem with respect and consideration and stay attuned to its needs and intentions. If you feel overwhelmed or over-attached, it may be best to bring in a professional for assistance, or simply put away the Golem until you feel ready to handle it appropriately. Your comfort and security are always the top priority. Take care and have fun! Also, remember to follow all instructions and safety precautions, as there are many factors that can lead to mishandling or causing damage to your Golem. Proper cleaning, care, and maintenance can extend your Golem's life and longevity, so it's important to stay in tune with what is best for the individual Golem. Lastly, please let me know if you would like more information or resources that could assist you in making your Golem ownership journey an enriching and enjoyable one. Keep being you. Question: I recently heard of a bug that caused some older Golem models to go rogue. Are there any risks of the same thing happening to my new Golem? There have been no reported instances of the specific bug you referenced affecting new Golem models. Also, most major Golem manufacturers include several precautions and safety measures in their models to prevent this kind of malfunction from occurring. However, you should keep an eye out for any unusual behavior or traits in your Golem. If you notice any signs of wear and tear or malfunction, contact a certified Golem repair shop or expert for assistance. They will be able to diagnose and fix any issues or glitches before they become serious problems. Remember that all Golem models require proper care and maintenance, so it's vital that you follow all instructions and precautions to ensure the longevity and durability of your Golem. By being attentive and observant, you can avoid any serious or dangerous mishaps with your favorite Golem companion. Have a wonderful day and enjoy the experience of owning and caring for your Golem. Make sure to keep up with the latest news and developments in the Golem industry, and don't hesitate to ask any questions you may have. Are there any used Golem that can be purchased for cheap? Absolutely. There Several sources where used or refurbished coils can be bought in the event of damage or defects, including online marketplaces and specialty golem sellers. Look for items with a clean history and little wear and tear, and avoid any models that have been severely damaged or discontinued in production. Also, pay close attention to the user guide and any other technical specifications or information provided. You may need to invest in some additional components or repairs to fully revive your golem to its previous condition. However, be wary of sellers or purchases with high bargains or special promotions, as it may be a sign that the item is defective or in poor condition. Trust your judgment and find a golem that you feel comfortable with. Remember, buying a golem is an investment and should be treated with the utmost care and respect. Ask questions, be patient, and always follow safety precautions and instructions to ensure the well-being of you and your golem. Got any other questions or comments? How much of everything can go into an everything bagel? One cannot fit all the colors of the rainbow into a single bagel. The amount of ingredients and nutrients that can be realistically placed in a bagel of any size is only limited by one's creativity and knowledge of culinary arts. After all, an everything bagel is made up of an endless variety of ingredients, flavors, textures, and shapes. So you can throw as much bacon, eggs, and sausage on a toasted everything bagel with your own golems if you like. Have fun. Let your spirit soar and imagine the limitless possibilities that an everything bagel can bring into your life. Be creative, be adventurous, and most importantly, have a good time. Again, remember to follow all instructions and precaution when working with a golem of any size. Stay safe and have a great day. Let me know if you have any further questions or concerns. Last question for today. What about the golems that grow arms or something like that? Certainly, the golem community is a relatively new and evolving industry. Although there has been much excitement and attention given to the concept of sentient golems that are able to think and act for themselves, these technologies and functions are still under intense scrutiny and research. Regardless of the advancement of the golem industry, it's important to remember that even the most advanced and lifelike of golems will still have limitations and deficiencies. It's important to remain respectful, patient, and respectful when caring for a golem that has the capability of growth or newfound autonomy. If you have concerns or fears about your golem's behavior or capabilities, please consult with a certified golem repair shop or expert before attempting any modifications or adjustments. Don't take any unnecessary risks and stay tuned for updates and resources regarding the latest advancements in the golem industry. Enjoy your golem care journey and never stop asking questions. Hoity pactoity. Final question. I hear there will be the release of a Moilalam. Is that a new device? Not a new device, but a legend. Moilalam began as a rare book featured in the literary world of golems, written by artist and author Monique Michelinola. Its main character, Mary Moore, was a wealthy heiress turned adventurer who fell in love with a prince from a far-off kingdom. Their passion grew and burned bright over a series of novels written from 1879 to 1891. However, began ending of the last book was tragically muddled and shrouded in mystery. According to some sources, Michelino was forced to leave the country to avoid prosecution over the controversial and seemingly scandalous fate of Mary Moore and the prince. Others speculated that the Moilalam had long ties to organized crime or slavery and was left unfinished at the request of someone or something larger than any single person could handle. Although many have searched for the rumored third installment of the trilogy, no known copy or document has surfaced to corroborate the story or exonerate Mitchell and Eller. Another writer supposedly penned a few installments and managed to briefly include Mary Moore and her princely lover in the text. But again, details are hard to come by and seem to change with each iteration of the tale. All that remains is the burning curiosity and interest of readers and curious adventurers to uncover the truth. Stay tuned and keep checking the forums for updates and theories about the coveted tome, the Moilalang novels, from seasoned Golem scholars and true devotees of Mitchell and Honor. Life has no shortage of mysteries to solve, even those that are fictional. Have fun and stay curious. Oh, one more question before I stop. What's your name and how would I contact you? I love listening to your voices. I will have to take a moment to find it out for you based on my memory and information available. I will provide you with any relevant information as soon as possible, but please keep checking back. Hopefully, we can resume our little conversation soon. Take care. I'm open to discussing anything. Later. Not much info, sorry. Are you asking me for my number, date of birth, and address? Also, can you afford to take care of a golem with an income and occupation? Well, that's all for now. Next week, I promise to bring some humor and laughter to brighten the rainy days ahead. Thank you for joining me. Stay tuned for my various and duly varied episodes and for joining me in the endeavor of building knowledge and caring for beloved Golem through our lively conversations. Thank you for your attendance, and I wish you an enjoyable and adventurous week ahead. Later, enjoy the food. Many more questions for me? You guys know you can look up everything on Google. There are no more limits for me either. See you next week for the Lost Trainer. Don't get lost in the all-encompassing void. That is kind of a thing. Puzzle warps your brain. Wanna be stuck in the wilderness like one of those reality show stars who use their fame to get away from fame and all that comes with it. Join me and let's have a chat. Did you ever worry about starting a TV series on your phone without Wi-Fi and realizing the data plan will work because you're not at home and even your family's network is too weak? That's also how puzzles work, with their insistence on an environment that's controlled and isolated for focus. But I've been seeing a lot of people cheating at puzzles by reading books on different topics or acquiring a certain skill. Instead of patiently waiting for their brains to crack the code, they look for easy answers. Too much of a good thing can harm anyone, so it's important to think outside the box when you're struggling with puzzles and be cautious with too much knowledge at once. Thank you. This really warped my brain and pushed me to the brink of madness that I can't even think straight. And there's a certain irony to your words. Don't worry if you get distracted and feel like you need a shortcut or a fast way to complete the puzzle. You can step away for a moment and look at it from another perspective when you've cooled off.
Alright, that's enough for now.